Hello there! Welcome back to another episode of Max Can. My name is Max. Before we get started, I just wanted to say the main goal for my channel is to be able to do 2 videos a week uploaded. Which I'm trying to do that. It's very hard to get it done, but I'm still new at editing and it takes me a long time. In this episode, we are going to finish our farms. Over here on the board are the things that I wish to do in future episodes. For today, we're going to finish the farms. Next episode, we'll be doing some fishing. And then after that, we'll be doing a mob and XP farm. With all the enchantment stuff that we're going to try and get, we will need XP to enchant our tools. And so now, on to our farm. For our automatic farm, we're going to need observers, which means we need quartz. We don't need that much, so we are going to take a trip to the Nether for the first time. We're just getting a little bit of quartz, and then we'll leave right away. And I will make it right over here. I took the portal out, but I think I'll put it back in the approximate area. Seems like it might be a good place to do the portal. Okay, so put 2 obsidian there, and then 3 on each side. There we go. Heading for the Nether for the first time. Okay, there it is. Okay, we'll just tunnel right here. Okay, we have our quartz. Time to head back to the base. $18 observers should be more than enough for what we need. We are going to make a 6-item automatic storage system farm. In our farm, we are going to be making potatoes, carrots, beetroots, pumpkins, watermelons, and cactuses. In these chests, I got all the materials laid up, all kinds of bricks. I got some tools, lots of hoppers, some doors, pistons, observers, and glass. First thing we're going to do is outline the small wall area along the wall in here, just to keep everything separated. The first thing we want to do is dig out and place our foundation. Our foundation is going to be made out of brick, and it's going to be 21 by 33. we line our hallway floors with stone slabs. For our automatic food farm, we're going to have 6 of them. It's going to be pumpkins, watermelons, cactus, potatoes, carrots, and beetroots. 1 square for each. We'll put the cactus on this end, beetroot, carrots, and potatoes on this end. Now that we're at this point, we have to put in our collection and storage system. We're going to have to dig at least 4 down in each of these and then connect it up on the end. I've got it all dug out now. This here is the inside of the building where we can walk. And down over here, this here is where our storage area is going to be. And now we have to set up our collection system. This area right here is going to be a composting system for bone meal. It'll be automatic bone meal. Well, semi-automatic. We'll still have to fill it up. Got the ladder here. This will be access for in and out of the storage. Now this whole area is going to be storage. I got it lit up so the zombies and skeletons don't come after us. And we'll need some lighting in here too. At least for now we will. Now we have to set up our collection system. Where I dug these notches out, there, in these 2 places, that's where our potato, carrot, and beetroot farms are going to be. The villagers are going to be standing in the middle, and the items will drop down. So now we have to set up the collection system. So to start that, we're going to have to put down a chest. We'll just come out a few blocks. These chests won't be here permanently for the moment. We're putting these here so we can test our collection system to make sure that once the farms are made that it will work. We're going to go 4 high. Need a hopper on the back of each one. And then to continue up here. As you can see, the hoppers go right directly underneath this hole. That's where the villager is going to be dropping the items. So now we have to make another hopper system go this way. So directly under here. Okay, now that we're directly underneath there, we'll just go back this way, all the way to the wall. Coming out of this one here. Underneath this hole for the hopper. Check to make sure it's going the right way. Yes, it is. Now where each hole is, where the farmer villager is going to be, we'll put another hopper on top. And that's where he's going to drop the items into. And then we'll build a surrounding right around it. So the items will go in where they're supposed to. One there. Okay, now that part's done. Now the collection system for our 3 villagers are done. So in this section right here, we're going to be doing the cactus. So we need to fill the whole base perimeter in with hoppers. Everywhere where it's exposed at the top. And you have to go straight into the main line. You'll need to dig out some of this wall so we have room to move. Okay, now we can fill in the wall. Doesn't matter what block we use, we won't be seeing it. And on the top of the hoppers, we're going to put slabs on it. To do that, you have to push and hold the shift key. If you put slabs on top of hoppers, it will collect the items, but if you put a whole solid block on top, it won't collect. The item will just stay on the top. But with this setup right here, we are good. Now for over here, we'll have our pumpkin and watermelon farm. So we will have to extend it one over this way. And I moved it one off. It's got to be right in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is the middle. We'll put slabs on top of this as well. I don't think the slabs are necessary, but it will make it look nicer if it is seen. But somehow I don't think we'll be seeing it. Now to seal the system up, we'll build right up off the side of it, right to the ceiling. And now we have to put in the base where the soil is going to sit. Okay, now that we have all the stones filled in, this is what it should look like for your pumpkin watermelon. You should have a one trough here and a trough there. So one for pumpkin, one for watermelon. Over here, we have the villager farms. You have the hopper there. And on this side, we have two farms, so we should have two hoppers. They're all visible. And for the cactus, it should be all the way down to the bottom with the slab over top of the hopper. Now, for the cactus farm, you'll need to put sand down. One sand for each cactus. Spread them apart a block. On the top of each sand, we put a cactus. Now what we have to do is cactuses grow three high. So on the third one, we have to put a piece of fence. So that's 1, 2. You have to go up one more higher. And spread the fence across. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's 1 too high. Okay, so this is what we'll do. This is it here. There. Now once you have that done, you have to move the piece of fence in between. And when the cactuses grow, they'll hit the fence and they'll fall off and down into our collection system. Cactus farm is done. And now for the others, we have to fill it in with dirt except for the center trough in here. So fill it up with dirt. Now that all the dirt's been placed and we have our cactuses in, we're gonna finish the rest of the building. The theme of this building is going to be a greenhouse. It's going to be mostly glass with a stone frame. So the very first thing we have to do is put 4 blocks on every corner at every intersection, and then we join them all across the top. wire frame is now done. What we have to do next is put in the glass. For the outside, we're going to use glass panes, and on the inside, we're going to use whole glass blocks. Okay, for the pumpkin and watermelon farm, I didn't put the glass up yet. We have some work to do. In order to make our pumpkin and watermelon farm, we have to plant the pumpkins and watermelons first. Going to just till the edge. And we'll do pumpkins first. We'll go every second one. So that's 3 there. And that's 3 there. Now what we have to do is put an observer down at each plant with the red dot facing out. And then we have to put in our pistons. Okay. Oh, wrong place. Once we've done that, we put a solid block of your choice. Doesn't matter what it is. In our case, I'm going to use smooth stone. Line up the back. And then after that, take redstone dust on the top of every observer in the back. And then we just join up the redstone on the smooth stone. And then we repeat on this side. And it's done. When the pumpkins grow up, it'll trigger the piston. It'll push the pumpkin into the reservoir. Now that this one's done, we can put the glass in. Bone meal the pumpkin. Okay, I guess we have to wait for the pumpkin to grow. Okay, we'll put the glass in. Now we're ready for the watermelon. Take our hoe. Put our watermelon seeds. The observers. And then we take our pistons. Place down the smoothstone, redstone dust into the top of the observer, and then fill in the back. Bone meal them up. And now we're ready to put it in the glass. Now, the one thing we have to do before we get our villagers is put a composter in the middle with water. Water so we can cultivate the crops. We'll be planting crops in here. Put a block next to it. Composter. And then a slab on top of the composter so he can't throw the vegetables into the composter. You have no choice but to try and hand it off to his friend. Now we're ready for the fence there. You have to do the same for the other side. Water, compost, and slab. And one more for the next farm. Water, composter, slab. To get our villager in, we'll just break the glass and then just fold them straight in. I'm going to replace the glass and leave them in the boat for now. When we get all the villagers here, they get ready to plant the crops, then I'll allow them out of the boat. And before I forget, we need to put some lights in here so we don't have anything unwanted spawning in here. We can put more lights in once we have the roof on. And it'll be nice and bright. It'll also help the crops grow as well. We have all our villagers now, all 5 of them. This guy will be in here. He'll do double duty. He'll be taking stuff from the villager from this side and from the villager on this side. This guy, he'll be here taking stuff from this villager. I only have one villager on this side. Okay, one fence. In the event a villager he gets out from here, we'll just enclose us off from the outside, and that way it won't be too hard to get him back. So glass here. Okay, that should take him out of his boat. And then you have to get through here and back quickly. Okay, that worked. Same thing for this side. Get him out of the boat. And then we'll sneak out of here. Okay, he's in there. Okay, now we want to plant our crops as well. Might as well get as much of it done as we can. But right now, I think this one here will be potatoes. The ground will become waterlogged. It'll take a little while. The water is right here. Okay, let's get him out of the boat. He took the job. That's good. And now we'll finish planting the potatoes. Okay, while we're waiting for those, we'll make an exit from here. This might not be as easy. But he wants out already. Okay, yeah, they're ready. Now for this one. I think this one here we will make carrots. Okay, now to let them out of the boat. Okay, everything's planted. See if we can make our getaway. Yep, we're ready here. Okay, he's in. And now for the last one. This guy here will be Mr. Beetroot. Let him out. Just plant the beetroot. When I break the glass this time, he will make a mad dash. I'm quite sure it's nighttime. Okay, he's in. There. Now all we have to do is wait. Okay, we'll put the doors on. Now to make our building complete, all we have to do is put the roof. We're ready to do the roof now, but we need to put some more support straps down. They're going to go in the middle of each farm. So, like one there. One there. One there. See, there's 3 windows in each side of them. We'll be going that way. And as well, this way. So, should be 3 windows in each side. And then we're going to go to the top, and then we're going to join them all up. now their extra supports are in place, we have to make sure that we have an overhang at every intersection, at the edge of every intersection, and we will not be doing the corners. Now that they're all done, just so we can work easily, I'm going to fill in all the squares temporarily with dirt blocks, and when we're done the roof, we will remove them. What we're going to do, we're going to start on the corner, the first one away from the corner, and we're going to place down some temporary blocks, like so, and we're going to build up until they intersect. Just like so, and then we're going to take our stone bricks and place one there, one more higher, and then we're going to place stairs here. The stairs is going to look like our strapping, and when we're done, everything else will be filled in with glass. Now that we have that part done, we can extend our bricks right across. Okay, we'll do that till we get to that corner, and now we're ready to put in the next corner. We're going to do that for both sides, all the corners. We can remove these temporary dirt blocks. You'll need to be able to use them. And now we do the same off of each strap. Just like so. And then we do the other side. Now that we got the perimeter done, what we want to do is at each intersection is go straight across like the bottom. So it should be a grid pattern like the bottom here, going across. We've got that done. Now all we have to do is put the glass in. It's going to be glass blocks. There won't be any glass panes. What we want to do is put them under each stair until you get to the corner, and you don't want to go over the corner. You want to stop at the corner. And we will do that going all the way up. Like so. It's probably be easiest to do the one row at a time on the bottom, and just don't forget to remove the dirt as you go along. It'll be easier to remove the dirt going along and than it will be at the very end, because you may have to take it out from down below. Once you have all the glass put in the sides, the only thing left to do is to put the glass up on the top in all the squares and remove the dirt. And then we are done, except for the lighting. We could use a lot more lighting. Okay, and for a little bit extra lighting, we'll put one here. That should be okay. Put one here. Put one here. There. All done. What I wanted to do is hang them off the sides here, but I think we'll swap the stairs out and put slabs. You'll need slabs to hang lights off of that. Okay, put the slab at the bottom of that block so we can hang the lights. And we'll go do the other side. All done. This is what it looks like from the outside. I like the way it looks. I think this looks pretty good. And on the inside, we didn't put any glass blocks here. It gives it some depth. It makes it look like a greenhouse, which is the look that we're going for. And now it's time for our composting station. This is going to look like a utility house, like the kind of utility house you see in the park. And that's the look we're aiming for. This one's going to have a flat roof and no windows. Okay, we're going to build around it with our bricks. We're going to go 4 high. We need some height on this for our composting station. And now for the roof, we're going to put a cobblestone roof on it, with the edges being brick. Along the top, we're going to put upside down stairs. All the way around. Okay, a couple slabs off to the sides. And then we'll put our lanterns there. And while we're at it, might as well put lanterns on the inside too. One in every corner. Okay, I moved the lamps out by 1. And what we need to do is to secure our building. So we're going to put a steel door there. You can't open a steel door by right-clicking on it. You can, however, break it with a pick, but the purpose of it is for that we put a button there, and when we push the button, it opens. That way, if anything is chasing us, we can hit the button, run inside. But once we're inside, we still can't open it up. So what we're going to do is put a steel plate right there. So when we step on the steel plate, the door will open, letting us out easily. And when we run in, the pressure plate will close the door automatically, leaving anything else chasing us behind. And now for our composting system. It's very simple and easy to build. You need 4 chests, 2 composters, and 4 hoppers. So what we need to do is place the chest where we want to accumulate our items, 2 chests. So we'll put 1 there and 1 there. Now what we have to do is get 2 hoppers, and we have to be able to point them into the chest. Looking at the back of the chest, push the shift key into the chest. Now what we have to do is go over here, look. See that spout? Goes from the hopper into the chest, so that's pointed in the right direction. Now we have to do the same for the other side. Push the shift key, pointing at the back of the chest, and right clicking. There we go. Now all I have to do is put 2 composters right there, right on top of the hoppers. Then we have to take our next 2 hoppers, going on top, pointing directly into the composter, placing it down, and then for the same with the other one. Jumping on top, Placing out the composter, right clicking. Now that that's placed, we have to place 2 chests. Okay, we're 1 too short, so all we have to do is knock out these 2 blocks, place our chest on top, and then we'll go to the roof. And place another layer on top. Actually, what we could do, okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to place a stair right here. There's a roof, that should be good. Push the button, in we go. We can open the top chest. Our composting system is done. Now all we have to do is feed it. In the composter, you can put seeds, grass, saplings, leaves, and all your excess seeds. It'll take almost anything organic, but it won't take wood or anything made out of wood. However, it will take bamboo and sugarcane and a few other items. You just have to experiment around and see what it'll take. Now we're down here. This here is where our bone meal will appear. We've already got 6. It won't give you 1 bone meal for every piece you put in there, but anywhere from 6 to 8 items. It'll take 6 to 8 seeds, 5 or 6 leaves, and so on. So if you want to bone meal carrots and stuff, it won't pay you to put to bone meal carrots, but it will take it. Now our composting system's done. It is time for our automatic sorting system. We're going to make a small automatic sorting system down here. But before we do that, we'll check on our farm. We got potatoes, carrots, cactus, all the items. Our farms are working. However, the farms are slow. And as you see here, everything is all mixed up. What we're going to do is that our automatic sorting system will separate all this for us. And it won't take that much time, but however, you need quite a few things to do it. First thing we'll do is we'll get rid of this here. Now that we get rid of those chests, what we have to do is make a row for each item. Our farm has 6 different items, so we need to make 6 rows of chests, at least 7 blocks out from the wall. We'll start from here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm going to go 1 more, just so we can have some extra space. We're going to have 6 items, plus a 7th one for an overflow. So we'll place our first chest 7 blocks over. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's where we want to place our first chest. Place another one beside it. And then we want to go 4 high. And there we go. That's our first row. Now if you're having trouble placing these chests, what you do is you push the shift key facing the chest, and then you put a layer right there. And to put the next ones to join them, Put the crosshairs on the side of the chest, push the shift, and then right click your chest onto them. Okay, now that you have your 7 rows of chest, now that we have all our chests placed, what we have to do is put a hopper going into each chest, going to the back of the chest, pushing the shift key. See, our line in to our system is there, so we have to go behind it, push the shift key, and place the hopper on each row, on each chest. Now we have that done, we have to take a solid block. I prefer to use smooth stone, but it could be any block. And then we have to put a T on here to place your block. Push the shift key on the back of the hopper, and then you can place it. So going 3 out and 1 down, and then we have to do that completely across. Once we have that done, we have to put down redstone torches right in this row, right there, 1 on each block. So to make redstone torches, you need redstone and sticks. We only need 7 redstone, 7 sticks, 7 redstone torches. What a redstone torch is, it's a power source, just like your car battery is for your car. To start your engine, this is an electrical item. So what we have to do now is place it on the back of your solid block, one for each. The next thing we need is comparators. We will need stone, regular stone, redstone dust, and more torches. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a bunch of redstone torches. We will need lots of it, so I'm just going to make a bunch for now. So now we need comparators. Right there. We will need 7 of those. Okay, pressing comparators, so we need 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we have to go to the very top, getting a temporary block, jumping up on top. Okay, what we're going to need to do is place a comparator here, and then another hopper on top of this hopper, but it has to face into the comparator. So in order to do that, we have to put a row of temporary blocks on the top back here, and then get our hoppers facing into the block of dirt, place down the hoppers. Now once we've done that, clear our temporary blocks. And then we have to stand on top of the hopper into this block right here, place our comparator for each one. It's very important that our comparators, that the 2 sticks are facing the hopper with the one light facing the back. Now, once we've done that, we're ready to put our system of hoppers in. It's going to come from straight from that one. So we'll get rid of these 3 hoppers. Our items are going to be coming out from here, going over here and on top of these hoppers. But we need to put a temporary block right here so we can place our hopper, and then another temporary block right there, so we can place that one, get rid of that block, and then face our hopper into it, going across. Now we'll have to get down, going over here, scaling up so we can finish. So we need a hopper there, a hopper there, and then now we point to the side of the hopper because it's going into this line. And we'll make sure we get the back of each one of those. Okay, we have to take, see here, that's pointing in that direction. These are proper. There's nothing pointing up in that one. So we break that. Go over to the wall. Scale up again. And look right into the back of that hopper. Pushing the shift key and placing it. We need to put down our repeaters. So before you can put down our repeaters, we have to put 2 more blocks out, leaving a gap here. And then we have to do that completely across. Now that's done, we're ready for our repeaters. So we'll make some repeaters. We're going to need stone and redstone torches. Okay, we'll need 7 repeaters. For a repeater, we need 2 redstone torches, 1 redstone dust, and 3 stone. So we need 7 of those. So when I got 7, placing down some more blocks on the floor so we can stand up. And then facing this way, we put our repeaters with the 2 sticks facing that way. Now that we've done that, we put 2 more blocks going across. Then we need a bunch of redstone dust. Put 2 redstone dusts there and 1 on that block. And then you do the same thing, go completely across. Almost done. One last thing to do, we need to put blockers in each one of these. Okay, to make our blockers, we need an anvil. In order to make an anvil, we will need 3 iron blocks. To make an iron block, you need 9 ingots. So 1, 2, 3, and you will also need 4 ingots to go with your 3 iron blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's our anvil. Place your anvil on the ground, just like so. Now we have to make some blockers. We need 24 blockers. We need 4 blockers for each item, and we have 6 items. So what we have to do is grab some planks, 24 of them to be exact, put them in the first slot, and make 24 buttons. Then we take our 24 buttons, right click on the anvil, place our buttons up here, and rename them to blocker. Okay, the enchantment cost for the whole stack is 1, but if we were to rename them 1 at a time, then it would end up costing us 24. So it's better off to use the whole stack at once. Then we go back up to the top of our sorting system. Starting at this end, we take our blockers and we put 1 in each slot. Remove any items, put your blocker there, and the first one we want carrots. You need at least 41 carrots, but I like to drop a whole stack at once. They will count down and stop once it reaches 41. What happens is that when a carrot goes through the system, it compares it to the 41 and then drops it into the chest down below. So for the second one, we'll do potatoes. Put a blocker in each slot, and then put our stack of potatoes, and it will count down. It'll stop at 41. just like that. And we want to continue on doing the rest except for the last row. In the last row, we won't put anything. That way, if something drops into our system that shouldn't drop in, then it'll end up in the last chest. Or if these chests that we're doing now, if they get filled up, your item has nowhere to go. In this case, it'll deposit it in the last row of chests. Okay, all our items are placed. Going back down to the front. Checking. Some carrots, potatoes, our beetroot, pumpkins, watermelon, cactus, and nothing's in the last one. Okay, so now what we want to do is grab our item frames and put it on each row of chest, except for the last one. Then we open up our chest, grab our item. In this case, it's carrots. Put a carrot on the item frame. That way we know what's in it. Potato. Beetroot. Pumpkin. Watermelon. And last of all, but not least, cactus. Now our item sorter is complete. Every time one of these items drops into the system, it'll end up in the appropriate row, and it will always go down to the bottom chest first, filling it from bottom to the top. That way we don't have to be in a rush to come in and check it all the time. We can wait for the items to build up. Basically, we're done. The only thing I have to do is do our tree plantation and put our stone wall up around. I'm going to do a little bit fancier than that. And basically for the trees, all I'm going to do is just outline it with stones and separate them 10 spaces apart, 5 spaces from our wall. That'll give us plenty of room. So all we'll have to do is just put our saplings down like that and bone meal them. And there we go. We have a nice big tree. That's what I have planned for back here. I'll be sure to showcase it to you in the next episode. Well, that's about it for this episode. I just wanted to mention I did have to get an extra villager. The one that had said would do double duty, he would only take one item, either a carrot or a beetroot. In 1.18, in that version, he would do double duty. He would take from both villagers, but this is 1.19, and I guess they must have changed something, like you can only take one item from one person or something like that. And also the cactus farm. I placed the fence on top of the cactus. If you were watching, you have to place the fence next to the cactus in order for it to work. If you place it on top of the cactus will grow to the fence and then stop. Other than that, that's about it. I will see you in the next episode.